Hello everyone, welcome to the Eastern Front, and today we're looking at War of the Ring. I'm not going to get to play this today, but I'm going to unbox it and take a look at the pieces and sleeve my cards. So just thought I'd do a quick video of this before starting. So here we have the base game. That's a tin over here with the card sleeves in there, so the cards will go into that tin afterwards, assuming they won't fit back in the box properly, as typical when you sleeve something. There's a play mat, a game mat there, and an expansion called The Fate of Erebor. And really looking forward to playing this game. It won't be hitting the table today. It's a pretty epic game, 2 players. I do have at least one person who is definitely showed interest in playing this with me. So it's a matter of finding time that works with that person. So I'm thinking maybe this summer, if not hopefully before the end of the year anyways. We are in February right now, but hopefully by the summer or the end of the year we'll get at least one game of this in to try it, and hopefully we all really like it and get a chance to play it more than once. But anyways, War of the Ring, heard great things about this game, and I'm about to unbox and see what's inside. So I've unwrapped it and I've just removed the lid, and going to take out the rule book and advertisements there, reference chart, some counters or whatever to punch out at some point. And we have the game board here, which we won't be needing this because we have this beautiful deluxe game mat here, so that's fine. It looks like a second piece of the board. If we can dig it out of there, should have those little slots for your fingers to get things out. But anyways, that board won't probably be going back in here because we have the deluxe mat. Inside here we have our pieces, the red. Looks like special characters here in a gray color, silver, whatever, and the dice and so on here. Here's what we'll be sleeving today, is these cards. Looks like 2 sets, maybe one for the bad guys, one for the good guys, I guess, but we'll be sleeving those today. And we also have blue and a lighter shade of gray pieces. So yeah, looks pretty good. Again, just want to take a look inside here, but the main focus right now is getting these cards sleeved, which looks like they probably would fit back in there, but I do have this special tin, so I'm going to go into that and so on. And we'll also see what's inside this expansion here. If it's just a few cards, if it's maybe an extension to the map or something, we'll find out very shortly. So when I said these cards would probably fit back into this slot over here, I think I was completely wrong, because they are overflowing the box. Now, of course, I can press these down and still get the lid on, which I guess is the whole point of the tin now. Understand a bit better why you have to keep your cards outside the box, other than the fact that tin looks really cool. Anyway, so those are all sleeved now. Next, I'm going to check out what's inside here, the Fate of Erebor expansion. So inside was the rule book. Looks like maybe an extension to the board or something like that. We'll roll out this deluxe map shortly and see if maybe this is already added in there. Sometimes expansions are part of gaming mats, but we'll see. A game tile of some kind for Erebor, which not sure. That's on this little map extension as well, so I'm not sure what that's for. And a couple of player pieces here, red and blue. And there was 8 more cards, which was fortunate for me that the pack of sleeves had 120 when there's only 110 cards in the War of the Ring box. So I actually had those 8 left over for this. Now I only have 2 left over. So any new expansions with cards would have to go get more, obviously. But anyways, so far everything worked out well, that I have the extra card sleeves, so all's good. So I think next I'm going to just roll out the map and just see if this little board extension is part of that or not. Not a big deal if it's not, but we'll see. Often, in just me, I guess, I enjoy base games. I don't always add the expansions in there. I often pick them up so that I have them if I want to, but it's not that common that I add them in. A great example is Star Wars Rebellion. I love the base game for that. I have the expansion. And one of my best friends, him and I played all the time, he loves it, but I just soon play the base game without it in there. But anyways, that's just me. But I do pick them up for examples when I have my buddy over here that loves the expansion that I have it to play, but I would normally play without it if it's just left up to me. Okay, everyone, I have the game board on the table here. Right now I've put the out-of-box cardboard game board on top of the neoprene mat. That is the deluxe game mat that I showed the tube of earlier. It's now rolled up on the table, nice and flat. One of the problems with the out-of-box game boards typically is they're in two pieces, so they will sometimes separate like so when you're playing, and you can put a bulldog clip on there to keep that from happening, but then it's a little bit raised on the edges here where you have the clip. Also, you can see it's a bit springy in the middle there where it comes up. Sometimes we put books or something on top to weigh it down for a while. But in some cases where you don't have a chance to do that beforehand, sometimes maybe it doesn't work. So one of the main reasons I love to have these gaming mats, and why I do spend extra money on them when they aren't really necessary. As you can see, it's the exact same board. Now it is lined up, mostly lined up here in the corner. And if I come over to this side of the board, you can see there's a shadow here. Sorry about that, but you can see from here, which is the edge of the out-of-box board, there's probably another 6 to 8 inches, maybe 6 inches, but anyways, of gaming play area. And then when you go up to the top here, another, I don't know, 6 inches or so, maybe 5 inches, but 5 to 6 inches there of extra gaming space. So from the middle of the board, I'm going to take these off now. That will translate to a little bit more playing area. And those who often play with miniatures in some of the games like this, I guess, or Axis and Allies, you would understand the desire to have a bit more space on your board. Now you can see this here lies very flat. It's not as thick as most neoprene mats that I've had. In fact, I don't know if that's even a millimeter there, but it's really thin material. So this might be better on an actual wooden table kind of thing. This is a wooden table, but I have a carpet on top here. But anyways, it is lying flat, which is nice. It is one piece, which is fantastic. I do wish that it was a little bit thicker, but it is a nice map. It's printed very well. The colors really pop on it. It does have that space up here for that expansion piece. So I'm not sure another reason why that expansion piece would sit there, unless maybe there's a previous edition that didn't have that on the map. Anyways, not saying by any means I'm unhappy with the game mat. I just wish it was a little bit thicker. I don't like how thin it is, but it is beautiful. It is bigger than the out-of-box one, and it sits flat. A lot of bonuses about it. So I'm happy to have it, and I'm almost always going to buy a gaming mat to go with the game that I enjoy. This one here I haven't even played yet. I just expect I'm going to enjoy this game when I do finally get to play it. So I've already invested in the game mat. And anyways, that's just a sneak peek at that. And I'm not playing it today, but when I do get it set up at some point, probably in a few months from now, to play a game, hopefully we'll be able to do a bit of a video, not necessarily how to play, but just a playthrough of us learning the game and seeing how this looks on the table, and some with a couple people moving pieces around.